Hey there, grill masters! Ready to tackle some mouth-watering BBQ ribs? Nothing beats sinking your teeth into tender, smoky ribs coated in sticky, sweet barbecue sauce. It's the ultimate crowd pleaser, perfect for backyard barbecues, game days, or any occasion that calls for some serious finger-licking fun. But let's be honest, ribs can be intimidating. You want them fall off the bone tender, not tough and chewy. Don't worry, I'm here to guide you every step of the way. We'll break it down into easy steps, from choosing the right rack to nailing that perfect smoky flavor. Get ready to impress your friends and family with your newfound rib mastery. Let's get grilling. First things first, let's talk ribs. You'll find a variety of cuts at the butcher, but the most common for BBQ are baby back ribs and spare ribs. Baby backs are shorter, curvier, and come from higher on the pig. They're known for being leaner and more tender. Spare ribs, on the other hand, are longer, meatier, and come from the belly area. They have more fat, which means more flavor, but they might require a bit more cooking time. Whichever cut you choose, look for a rack that's nicely marbled with fat. This will keep the ribs moist and juicy during cooking. Don't be afraid to ask your butcher for recommendations. Now that you've got your ribs, it's time to give them a flavor boost with a dry rub. This magical blend of herbs and spices will create a flavorful crust and infuse the meat with deliciousness. You can use a store-bought rub or make your own. It's easier than you think. A simple dry rub might include paprika, brown sugar, garlic powder, onion powder, salt and pepper. Just mix everything together in a bowl and generously massage it into both sides of the ribs. Don't be shy. Once your ribs are coated, let them hang out in the fridge for at least an hour, or even overnight if you have time. This will give the flavors a chance to really penetrate the meat. Now for the main event, cooking those ribs to tender perfection. There are a few different methods you can use, depending on your equipment and preference. Smoking. If you're lucky enough to have a smoker, this is the way to go for that authentic smoky flavor. Maintain a low and slow temperature, around 225 to 250 degrees Fahrenheit, and cook the ribs for 3 to 4 hours, or until they're tender and pull away from the bone easily grilling. You can also achieve great results on a gas or charcoal grill. Use indirect heat by placing the ribs on one side of the grill and the heat source on the other. Cook over medium heat, around 350 degrees Fahrenheit, for 1 to 2 hours, turning occasionally. Oven. No grill, no problem. You can bake ribs in the oven for equally delicious results. Preheat your oven to 300 degrees Fahrenheit and place the ribs on a baking sheet. Cover them tightly with foil and bake for 2 to 3 hours or until tender. About 30 minutes before the ribs are done cooking, it's time to unleash your inner sauce boss. Brush your favorite barbecue sauce generously over the ribs, making sure to coat them evenly. You can use a store-bought sauce or whip up your own signature blend. Look for a sauce that complements the flavors of your dry rub and adds a touch of sweetness and tanginess. Continue cooking the ribs for another 30 minutes, allowing the sauce to caramelize and create a sticky glaze. Once the ribs are cooked to tender perfection, resist the urge to dig in right away. Letting them rest for about 10 to 15 minutes allows the juices to redistribute, resulting in even more tender and flavorful meat. While the ribs are resting, you can prepare your favorite sides. Coleslaw, potato salad, baked beans, and cornbread are all classic BBQ accompaniments. Slice the ribs between the bones and serve them up with extra sauce on the side. Get ready for some happy faces and satisfied appetites.